All right, welcome. It's so nice out. I'm going to do some yoga outside. So, all right, let's start in child's pose. On your mat, arms stretched out, and just rest your forehead down. In case it's not a priority, spend time outside. No matter the temperature or the weather condition, just be outside every day. Couple hours a day in total. That's my goal for sure. All times of the year. Nature's medicine. So breathe in fully and out fully, and you start to you start the trend of breathing in and out of your nose. And you start to also become a little softer in your rib cage to breathe in and out a little bit more deeply so the ribs can expand. And upon your exhalation, feel that squeezing in of your navel to your spine. I'll take just another breath in here. And all the way out. On your inhale, you're going to lift your gaze and bring your knees a little closer together. Tuck your toes under and just stretch your hands forward as far as they go. Stretching out your hands. On your inhale, come forward onto your hands. Bend your elbows and lift your chest, little cobra. And then on your exhale, pull your hips back towards your heels. Drop your head. Just nice and subtle movements here. Bend your elbows, lift up your chest. Thighs touch the ground. And then as you exhale, pull back. And drop your head. Keep going like this. The inhale is your elbows pull back towards your pelvis. And then your exhale, you drop your head below your heart below the hips. And just follow this rhythm. Start to become really connected to your hands. So you fan your fingers. Also wake up your feet. Feeling your breath move in your body. And then also feeling that your body moves to your breath. And then you can start to move your head around too. So upon the inhalation, you maybe look forward, maybe up, maybe back. And then you drop your head and just finding this mobility in your neck, cervical spine. And then back. All right. So if this is feeling really good for you and stable, you can continue doing it like this. Otherwise, you're going to turn it into an upward dog where your thighs lift and your arms straighten. And you transition into a downward dog where your hips lift. And the inhale is that upward dog with your legs straight, arms straight. And then exhale, flipping the toes under, downward dog. Now, please don't do this if you feel that it doesn't work this early in the practice for you. Yeah, just making sure that you are listening to your body first and foremost. First and foremost, always. The practice is something that I think works and does work in my body, but doesn't mean that it's going to work in your body. So just listen. Land in a downward facing dog. If you're like me and you have socks on your feet, starts to not work anymore. So off they go. Downward dog. And then slowly walk your feet to your hands, slowly coming forward. And when you arrive at the top of your mat, take an inhale and find a halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. And then exhale and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold forward. Push it into your feet and rise up. Hands to the sky, look up. And bring your hands back to your heart center for Samastitihi. All right, inhale, your arms reach up. And as you exhale, bend at your knees to dive forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And take your left foot back. Drop your knee to the floor. Take both hands onto your right knee. Inhale, push the knee away, look up. And as you exhale, tuck your chin under and guide your hip bones back slightly. Think about cat and cow. So inhale, just really similar to cow pose, where you would be lifting your chest, looking up, tailbone back. And as you exhale, tailbone forward and head drops down. So forward and back slightly with your weight. And just feeling this full mobility of your spine. Exhale last time. And then inhale, frame your front foot and lift up your back knee. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Maybe look up. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward and forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And right foot now steps back. Drop your knee to the floor. Just straighten to the other side. Fingers to left knee. Inhale, push the knee away, look up. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone under and drop your chin. Keep going. So inhale to lift your gaze. Push your knee away and exhale to pull everything into the midline and your head drops. Keep going with your breath. Slight adjustment forward and back of your weight, ever so slightly. One more inhale. And then exhale, frame your front foot and lift your back right knee. Inhale, left arm comes up towards the sky. Little twist, maybe you look up. Take a full breath in, and on the exhale, look forward, step. Right foot meets left fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Fold as you exhale, and inhale to rise up, all the way coming up. Gather your hands to your heart center, push into your feet, interlock your fingers, press your palms forward, stretch up to the sky, and lift up and over to the right. Come back up to center and reach up and over to the left. Come back up again, go up and over to the right, then change your hands. So now your right hand is going to hold on to your left wrist. As you hold on to your left wrist, you're going to lift up and out of the waist, move your hips towards the left, and feel this arch down the whole right side of your body. Then your right hand can come even to your leg or to the side of your knee. Engage your legs a lot and take your gaze to look under your armpit. Maybe look up. Every time you exhale, navel pulling in towards your spine. Stretch up and over. And then come back up to center, hands by your sides. So fan your palms forward, close down your eyes, feel this strong mountains pose. And then on your exhale, you're going to bend at your knees and start to sink your hips down low. Inhale, your arms reach forward and up, and keep your palms facing like they want to high five the air behind you. Lift up. Then turn so that your palms face forward. Notice that adjustment in your back, the muscles along your back. Then bend your elbows and see if you can bend your knees and sink down a little deeper. Now inhale, straighten your arms. Keep your arms over top of elbows and turn your palms so that they face back. Feel that difference. Exhale, see if you can deepen. So every time you bend your elbows and go back to this cactus arm shape, see if you can deepen the bend of your knees. Inhale with your arms up and the palms face back. And then exhale, turn the wrists, sink down. Inhale, your arms up. And exhale, sink down, bend. 2 more cycles. Inhale, turning the palms and then coming down. Try and keep your wrists in that same plane vertically. Reach your arms up. Last time, cactus arms. Bend your elbows, sink down low. Take another inhale, maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine. Left foot steps back, warrior one. So your heel connects to the floor and your arms reach up to the sky. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Reach up, stretch your arms back. Take a full breath in, look up maybe. And then hands come to the floor, downward facing dog. Come forward to high plank and lower chaturanga, or go right to the ground. As you inhale, push the floor away. Upward dog. And then downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. Take a big step forward into warrior one. Inhale, arms reach up. Then stretch your hands back and reach your chest forward. Next inhale, lift your back leg up and fly. Airplane. Arms reach back. Left foot is alive. And then see if you can extend your arms forward with your palms to face up. And when you exhale, bend your elbows, cactus arms so the palms face down. Inhale, arms reach forward, and then exhale, cactus arms. So reaching forward with the palms up, keeping your hands just like when you were in that like standing squat. One more. Inhale, reach your arms forward, and then exhale, just forward fold. And inhale, rise up. Come all the way to stand. Hands meet together in front of your heart. Interlock the fingers, press forward, up to the sky. Now lift up and out of the waist and reach up and over to the right or left now. So other direction. Then you can change the grip on your wrist. So your left hand grabs a hold of your right wrist. And from here you sort of pull on that arm a little bit. Move your hips towards the right. Continue to lift up and out of the waist and strengthen and straighten your legs. Push your hips to the right. Come all the way up and over. Maybe you look up towards the sky. Beautiful sky. Stay here for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1. Come back up to center. Exhale, forward, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot. Step it back. All right, so warrior one, press the outer edge of the right foot down. Arms come up. Warrior one. Driving the right hip forward just ever so slightly. Feel the grounding points on your feet. Stretch your arms up towards the sky. Fill your lungs. And then exhale, a downward facing dog. Forward to high plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Shoulders back. And a downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Arms come up. And then exhale, chest comes forward and your arms extend back. Next inhale, fly and lift your right foot off the ground. Okay, activate your back foot. Inhale, your arms come forward with your palms to face up. And when you exhale, turn your hands, turn your wrists. Cactus arms, palms down, elbows bent. Inhale, like you're delivering a tray out in front of you to the raven gods. Some meat for them to eat. Bend your elbows. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. One more. Bend. Lift your heart. And your feet come together. Hands to the ground. Bend both of your knees. Sit down. Inhale, arms sweep over the ground and up to the sky. Sink your hips down low. Take an inhale. Chest lifts up. And exhale, forward, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Left foot step it back, warrior one. Arms reach up and open into warrior two. Warrior two, push the air away from your shoulders. Right palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, stretch up and over. And then as you exhale, the side long angle. So right elbow to knee, resting or inside the knee. And left arm up. Sweep the top arm away from you towards the back foot and then across the front line of your body and stretch your arm right overhead so that your arm and hand stretches past your front toes. Take a full breath in and out, and then on the inhale start to lift your back heel, turning the left hip forward, coming all the way around. Drop elbow to right knee, twist. Make a fist with the left hand. Press your right hand on top. And feel this natural little adjustment for your spine as you twist. Engage a lot through your front leg. Twist for 3. Breathe for 2. And then look down and place hands either side of the foot. Press into the back left foot and lift your right leg up. Standing three-pointed dog. Just three-pointed dog. That's not also standing. So lift the foot up towards the sky. And then keep the right hip and right foot lifted. And see if you can find the outer edge of the left foot. So just look at your back foot. Now take some weight on the left hand. And as long as you feel really stable, you can bend your right knee. You can also lift up your right hand. Now, if you don't feel stable, put your right foot halfway forward with a bend in your right knee. You can also put your left knee on the ground. Otherwise, push the ground away. Lift up. Hold for 3. Breathe for 2. And 1, a three-pointed dog pose. So your right leg is still lifted. As you exhale, bring your right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And lift the leg. Knee to right elbow. And up. One more time. Knee to left. And up. Keep the leg up. And move your chest forward to plank. Now, you can drop the foot if it's too much. Otherwise, lower halfway chaturanga. Both feet touch down as you lift your chest, upward dog. And downward dog. Take a full breath in. Bend your knees. Exhale your air. Hop. Step or walk forward. Take an inhale. Halfway lift. Bend both of your knees. And sweep your arms across the floor to the sky. Bend your knees. So thunderbolt pose. Sit your hips down low. Pull your hips back. Hands are alive. Take just another inhale. And when you exhale, fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Really long spine. And step your right foot back, warrior one. Arms up. And then warrior two. You can make your stance just a little bit wider. Push the air away from your shoulders. Press into the outer edge of the right foot. Left palm up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So reach up and over, way up and overhead. When you exhale, elbow comes forward inside or on top of your knee. Right arm can start up to reaching to the sky. Press into the outer edges of your feet, especially that right foot. And then stretching your right hand towards the back of your mat. Dropping it down slowly in front of the hips, the pelvis, and overhead. A long stretch here. So the right hand is extended as far away from the right foot as possible. On the inhale, start to lift your back heel, reaching forward as the right hip is turning towards the front of your mat, and slowly transitioning to land in a twist towards the left. Make a fist with the right hand. Press your left hand on top. Slowly turning so that your gaze, your heart turns to the left. Lengthen your spine. Twist here. Breathe for 3. For 2. And then looking down, frame your foot, 3-pointed dog pose. Left leg up towards the sky. Activate your foot. Leg is alive. On your exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift the leg. Knee to right elbow. And lift up. Knee to left. Last time. To the right. And then lift the leg up towards the sky. As the leg is lifted, find the outer edge of the right foot. Feel free to bend your top leg and lift your left hand. Side plank. Be sure you modify this if you're too wiggly wobbly. If you don't feel secure, drop your bottom right knee. Or you can always take your left foot halfway forward. It's also a really nice hip stretch. Hold here steady. Breathe. You can do it for 3. For 2. Keep the leg up. 3-pointed dog pose. And then on your inhale, pull your chest forward, keeping the leg alive. Lower halfway chaturanga. An upward dog to push the floor away and straighten both of your legs. And a downward facing dog. Now walk your hands back towards your feet, and as you do so, take your feet a little bit wider, bend at your knees, and just drop your hips down. Let yourself rock side to side. Hands can move towards your heart. And such a good daily position, truly, for your hips. Creating more space in your low back here as well. Your chin can drop down. You can go all the way down where your head starts to drop if you wish. And then let's just play a little bit here. So you can stay in this squat, in this position. Otherwise, you can bring your hands in front of you and truly just for some playtime to balance on your hands in a little crow, lift your toes, and then you can tuck your chin and land on your head into a headstand. And once your feet go all the way up, bring them back down. Bring your knees to your arms and see if you can lift back up and then back onto your feet. Let your hips drop down. And then when you exhale, you're going to drop your head, lift your hips up, and just take a fold. Turn your toes in, and heels push out a little bit. All right, left hand is going to grab a hold of your right ankle. Right hand is going to come over top. Little stretch and twist, look under your right armpit. Back to the middle and change it up. Right hand reaches for the left ankle. Little twist. And back to center. Okay, bring your heels in so that they are hip distance apart. Fan your toes. Lean into the heels and to the balls of the feet. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Now put some weight on your right foot And take your left ankle above your right knee, keeping the right knee bent. And then from here, you can gather your hands to your heart center. So it's a little figure 4, but using the strength of your legs. Now, and you can start to hinge forward over top of this leg. Now you can grab a hold of your left shin. And if it's possible, lift the shin away from the right leg as you straighten the right leg. If it's not possible, enjoy the stretch of just hinging forward, where you can stay with hands on ankle and knee and just staying there. If you've got a hold of that foot and you're coming up to stand, you're going to change your grip so that the left foot drops a little bit. You can grab a hold of your foot to kick your left leg forward. Fingers under toes, elbows drop down, and forehead to knee, possible. And then a big giant step forward into warrior 1. Warrior 1. Press in to your left foot, and you're going to rise to stand on this left foot, left hand to right knee, and a twist. And you can straighten out your leg. Nice little twist and release for that hip. And then bend up your right knee if it's not, and with your right hand, grab for the inside of your right foot, kick up and back, and reach your left hand forward or up to the sky. Kicking up and kicking back. And then just slowly releasing your foot back into crescent lunge. Arms up. Into warrior 2. Straighten out your front leg. And just be sure that the balance between your legs feels appropriate. You might need to bring your back foot in a little closer. Hips move back and then reach forward. Left hand goes down. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. And then reach up and out of this, keeping your gaze towards the side. Hands to your heart, press into the right foot. Tree. Left foot comes to your inner thigh or calf. Tree. Still facing the long edge of your mat. If you want to change your arms, reach up towards the sky. Go for it. Bald eagle, right there. Awesome. Love when that happens. Sending their blessings. So great. Slowly extending the left foot out as your arms reach long. You're going to take that left foot really long and wide and then land in this wide-legged stance. Lift your chest up. Maybe that will fly around for you guys to see. And then hinge forward. Fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And on your exhale, bend your left knee. Now your fingers can come to the floor to help you. And you're just going to sort of journey from side to side. Your hands can creep on the floor to sort of help you from one side to the other. But if it's possible to fully lift your arms up, pretend you're a martial artist. I'm definitely not, but I like to pretend. And then bringing all your toes, all 10 of them, to face forward. Step back to plank chaturanga, lower halfway. Upward dog. Downward dog. Notice that your feet are hip distance. And on your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees. Sink down. And lift your arms up towards the sky. Putting some weight on the left foot now. And then lift your right foot up. Right ankle above left knee. Bend the left knee. Now hinging forward with your hands at your heart or hands on your shin. Hinging forward slowly. And then if you'd like, reach over and grab a hold of your shin. Coming up to stand, straightening out the left leg. And if you're in that halfway position, all good, stay there. Slowly dropping the right foot, standing up tall so that the left hand and right hand can hold under your right toes. And this is where you can drop your elbows. If your standing leg is straight, touch forehead to knee. And then lift your gaze and everyone take a big step forward. Warrior one. Up to the sky. And warrior two. Then take the back foot in one time because you're going to straighten out your front right leg. Hips move back. No, I didn't do that yet. Sorry. Come forward on this right foot and lift your left knee, right hand to knee, and left arm reaches back. You can straighten out your left leg and a little release there. And then change, so bend your left knee and hold the inside of your foot with your left hand. Right arm up. Kick your foot up and back. Reach your hand forward or up to the sky. Kicking up and kicking back. And slowly coming up, releasing the foot to step back. Now warrior one and warrior two. Bring the back foot in maybe one time, straighten out your front leg, and tip forward, straight leg triangle. You can rest your right hand on your shin. Just make sure that your shin pushes into your hand. Lots of straight lines going. Arms, legs, side body. And then just inhale, reach out of this pose. Gather your hands to your heart, and you're going to put some pressure in the left foot because you're going to find tree on this left foot. Foot comes to your inner thigh or calf. Hands meet at your heart. Standing tall. Do whatever you want with your arms. And then release the foot so it's like a standing starfish. So arms out and then step the foot long. Inhale, lift your gaze up, look up. And then exhale, forward, fold. Lift your chest halfway up and turn your toes to face the front of your mat. Come down low into the hips. Inhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Look up. And then exhale, just hands come to the ground to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward dog. Take a full breath in. And then just right knee comes forward to your wrist. A little pigeon. So if you prefer to do pigeon on your back, you can do this like so. And hold the front of your shin, the back of your leg. All right. So just had some technical difficulties there, but be sure to do pigeon on both sides the same way. Like if you modified, do that. Any other postures may be a twist. Come to finalizing your practice with a Shavasana. Enjoy.